Today, I'll be teaching you a crochet stitch that will transport you straight to the seaside, the marvelous shell stitch. With this technique, you will be able to whip up a stunning, colorful tee like the one I'm wearing right now. So grab your hooks and let's get started. If you've just watched our tutorial on how to create this lovely front post and back post double crochet ribbing, welcome back. If you're yet to learn this type of ribbing and want to give it a try, we've linked it in our description below. Now let's have a closer look at this beauty, one of our newest crochet patterns by Paintbox Yarns, also linked below. All those colorful and vibrant rows of shells, it's like wearing a work of art. If we break this down, the shell stitch is about creating a cluster of crochet stitches into one same stitch. And that's how you get these lovely rounded scalloped shapes that resemble beautiful seashells you'd collect at the beach. This tee in particular is crocheted in Paintbox Yarns Cotton DK, but if you're just starting out, you can use Paintbox Yarns Cotton Aran, which is a thicker weight, to help you practice first. I'll be using the Aran with a 4mm hook for my shell stitch swatch, just so you can see the stitches better. We're going to start with a slip knot, and the way I find easiest to do that is to hold the tail on your left hand, and then you're going to make a loop by bringing the working side yarn over to the left side of your tail. And then you're going to complete the slip knot by bringing the working side under and up through the little loop. And you can hold the tail with your left hand, pull that right up to complete the slip knot. And then you can just pop that onto your hook and pull the working side to adjust the loop to the hook. So now we're going to start with some foundation chains. I'm going to chain a multiple of 6. If you're following a pattern, just do however many chains it states on the pattern. I'm going to do 24 chains. So to do a chain, you're going to yarn over your hook and you're going to pull that through the loop that's on your hook. And again, yarn over your hook and you're going to pull that right through the loop on your hook. That's 2 chains. And again, yarn over and you're going to pull that through the loop on your hook. So I'm going to continue to do my chains until I have 24 in total. So I've done my 24 chains and now we're going to do an additional 2 chains for turning. So 1, 2. So now for row 1, we're going to create 1 US single crochet, that's 1 UK double crochet, into the second chain from hook. So to do that, you're going to insert your hook into the second chain and you're going to yarn over and you're going to pull up a loop from that chain. And now you should have 2 loops on your hook. And then to complete the single crochet, yarn over and pull through the 2 loops to finish. And there's my single crochet done. Next, we're going to skip 2 chains. So 1, 2, and in the third chain, we're going to create 5 US double crochets. That's 5 UK treble crochets. And to do this, you're going to yarn over first, skip 2, so 1, 2, and in the third chain, we're going to insert our hook into that chain. We're going to yarn over the hook, pull up a loop from that chain, and now we should have 3 loops on our hook. Yarn over, you're going to pull through 2 loops. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops to complete your first US double crochet, UK treble crochet. So we're going to continue to do this 4 more times to finish that first shell cluster into the same chain. So I'm going to show you that again. Going to yarn over your hook, and into the same exact chain, you're going to insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop. You should have 3 loops on your hook. Now yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So I'm going to keep doing that until I have 5 US double crochets into that same chain. Three, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Amazing. And next, I'm going to skip 2 again. So skip 2 chains, 1, 2, and into the 3rd chain, I'm going to make 1 US single crochet again. So insert your hook into that chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So you're gonna repeat that pattern all the way until the end. I'm gonna go through another set of that pattern just so you're super clear. So next we're gonna miss the next 2 chains, and into the 3rd chain we're going to create a 5 double crochet cluster. So yarn over and into the 3rd chain, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So another 4 into the same chain space. Two, 3, 4, 5, and again we're gonna skip the next 2 chains, and into the 3rd chain we're going to create 1 single crochet. So hook into that chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through the 2 loops. So you can see my first 2 little shells take shape there, and I'm going to continue with that pattern until the very last chain of the row. So now you should end with a single crochet into the very last chain. And there's row 1 complete. And for row 2, I'm gonna change colors, but if you want to continue in the same color, go ahead. If you want to learn how to change colors, just watch. So now, what we're gonna do is we're going to attach a loop of the new color onto our hook, and we're just gonna bring that loop through the loop of your first color that's on your hook. So just bring that right through to attach your second color. And then we can just go ahead and cut off the first colour. And for row 2, in your new colour, you're going to do 3 chains, and this counts as 1 double crochet in the next row. So we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to turn our work. And now, so this counts as 1 US double crochet, UK treble crochet. We're working our shells in the middle of the shells we created in the first round. So here we need to create half a shell. So what we're going to do is we're going to create 2 double crochets into the first stitch. So we're going to yarn over and we're going to insert our hook into that first stitch. So into that little chain at the top of your stitch, under those 2 little legs of the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop. Should have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and we're going to create 1 more double crochet into that same exact stitch. Yarn over, put your hook into that same stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So you see these 3 double crochets counts as half a shell. So now we need to skip 2 stitches, so 1, 2, and we're going to create our single crochet into the next stitch. So insert your hook into that 3rd stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through the 2 loops. And again, we're going to skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and into this stitch here, it might be smaller than the others because it's the middle, it's the in-between of the shells from the previous row, so it might be a little bit tight. So into this stitch here, we're going to create our 5 double crochet cluster shell. So yarn over, and you're going to insert your hook into that stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So we're going to create 4 more into that same stitch as you've been doing. 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to repeat that pattern. So skip 2 stitches, 1 single crochet, skip 2 stitches, 5 double crochet clusters until we have 6 stitches left at the end of row 2. So I'm going to go ahead and show you a set again so you are clear. So skip 2, 1, 2, and into the 3rd stitch, 1 single crochet. Skip 2, 1, 2, and into the 3rd stitch, create a 5 double crochet cluster. One, two, three, four, five. You can see my lovely shells there. So I'm gonna repeat that same pattern until I have 6 stitches left of the row. So I've completed my last 5 double crochet cluster and I should have 6 stitches left on the row. Let's check. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. So here we're going to skip 2 again, 1, 2, create a single crochet into the next stitch, we're going to skip 2, and into the very last stitch we're going to create half a shell. So we're going to create 3 double crochets into this last stitch. Yarn over, find that last stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So we need to do 2 more. Two, three, and there's row 2 of my shell stitch complete. And again here I'm gonna add a 3rd color in. So again, as you've been doing, you just attach a loop of your new color onto your hook, and you're going to pull that new color through the previous one on your hook, and then you can go ahead and trim off color 2. So for row 3, we're going to start by chaining 1 with our new color, and we're going to turn our work. And now we're going to repeat what we've done for row 1. We're going to create 1 single crochet into the 1st stitch, we're going to skip 2 stitches, and we're going to create a 5 double crochet cluster into the next stitch. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, we're going to skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and into the 3rd stitch, we're going to create a single crochet. So you're going to repeat this pattern for row 3. So you're going to skip 2, create a 5 double crochet cluster in the 3rd stitch, skip 2, create 1 single crochet into the 3rd stitch, and so on until the very end of the row. I'm gonna go ahead and do this now, and I'll meet you back here when I've done that. So rows 2 and 3 make up the repeat pattern of your gorgeous shell stitch. So you can just repeat these 2 rows until your desired length, and you can add as many colors as you want or just continue in the one color. I'm going to go ahead and repeat these 2 rows until I have a decent swatch, and then I'll show you how to finish off. Few more colorful rows done, and now I'm going to finish off. So I'm going to cut my yarn and then what I'm going to do to finish off, I'm just going to yarn over the hook, and you're going to pull that right through the loop that's on the hook, right through, and you can pull to finish. Naturally, you're going to have all these ends if you've used multiple colors for your shell stitches. It can be tedious to tidy them up, but trust me, it's so worth it. It gives your project a professional finish. You don't want those ends poking through all your lovely hard work. So we're going to weave them in one by one. Turn to the back of your work, and you're going to take one of the ends and you're going to thread your yarn needle with that. And what you're going to do is you're going to put your needle through the yellow stitches at the back, so that you're going to match the end color with the color of your stitches. So just go back through these stitches until you've reached the little loops from the cluster that you did. So at the bottom, you can just go under those loops from the cluster, and you're going to pull that right through. And now what you're going to do is you're going to weave this same end back where you came from. So you're going to miss the last loop you went under, and you're going to start in the next loop, and you're going to go under the loops again to the other end. And you're going to continue that a few more times, as many times as your tail allows. I'm going to do it a couple more times. I'm going to go back one more time to make sure that's secure. And then you can go ahead and trim off the excess down. Nice and easy, and that just makes sure that it doesn't come out and poke through to the front of your work. So I'm going to continue to do that with all my little ends, and I'll meet you back here when I've done that. Look how cute and neat my swatch looks now. I'll never get enough of this amazing shell stitch technique. It works up super fast, and it's not tricky at all to do, as you've seen. Just effortless. It's your turn to give this a go, and I can't wait to hear about all the fabulous creations you'll be making with the shell stitch technique. Remember to like this video and hit that subscribe button to join our amazing crafty community. Happy crocheting!